not so good for Duck. He's now behind because he's quite late getting into the feudal age. He's not managed to get his archery range up, whereas Z has 2. So it's kind of not always good to go for this early Dark Age pressure. It is a very risky move. If Duck had managed to get in there and take out a few more villagers, he would have had the upper hand. But as it stands, they are very even in score, which means that Z is probably going to get an upper hand here overall. Duck now just mining away at gold. He's going very early gold, so he's probably going to get some archers out. And that's correct, he is getting archers, and another archery range there, as well as the blacksmith to get the upgrades. So archers beat skirmishers, that's just the way it is. So if Duck can create enough archers, he'll be able to repel this, because it's not really much of a force coming in. However, that villager is going to die.
Yay?
Most likely going to die. There we go. So he's not managed to finish that blacksmith. Z, on the other hand, doesn't have a blacksmith yet, which isn't really a problem, as long as Duck doesn't manage to get any upgrades on these units. So he's now got 4 archers on their way. He's got 2 currently built, and this watchtower now going up for ZeroEmpires. So he's in a pretty good position. Duck is walled into his base, but he has plenty of resources. He's got a lot of gold there, so it's not like in the previous match where he's going to be starved of resources. However, he is at a bit of a disadvantage now in population. Z on 41 and Duck only on 32, so he's almost got a whole 10 population lead. However, Duck now going for some stone. What he's going to do with that, I'm not too sure. He has got enough stone to go for a watchtower when he's ready. I'm doing a bit more walling here, whilst ZeroEmpires' villagers are under no threat whatsoever, and his villagers are able to pick off at this archery range. Duck now with 5 archers and another 2 on the way, which is quite a big force really. A lot stronger than these skirmishers. And ZeroEmpires still just hacking away at that archery range. But you know, Duck has done a good job of walling himself in, using his town centre as quite an offensive building, or defensive building. With that archery range going down now, on too low health to keep these archers inside. But the archers are able to garrison in here, and that's going to give him a little bit of a defensive stance when Z's units come closer. Still producing archers. That's 6 now coming in for Duck on this one. And really, ZeroEmpires isn't able to do much damage to Duck at all, other than this archery range slowly getting picked away. Duck isn't at a disadvantage economically. He's been able to produce villagers the whole time. However, if we look at what these 2 players are actually collecting, and there is Z's. There we go. Oh, there is Z's blacksmith now getting archer armor, so that's hopefully going to bring his skirmishers more of a equal. They're going to become more equal against archers, that's for sure, especially with the upgrades, whereas Duck hasn't been able to get any upgrades out, so ZeroEmpires is able to have a slight advantage in army now, because he has got a larger unit count. He's also not collecting any gold yet, so he's able to produce a lot of these skirmishers, and spearmen if he so wishes. However, he's not able to produce any archers whatsoever. So Duck now using his town centre to pick away at these skirmishers, or at least weaken them anyway. Not being able to do too much because they are on the move. When they stop though, he's able to pick them off quite easily. That's 1, almost 2 down there. But he's constantly under attack, and these villagers now being able to pick off, these archers, sorry, being able to pick off one of his villagers. But he was quite slow to get out of the way there, and those archers now quite low on health. And what's that? That's 6 archers, 7 archers there for Duck. But these skirmishers are proving a little bit of a problem. They are closing in now. But still, they need to stay away from this town centre, otherwise they are going to get picked off quite easily. And XiAok now being able to take quite a large score lead, as Duck is going for a lot more expensive units. So every time one of these units is lost, he's losing a lot more resources than AOK is. Now garrisoning some more villagers in there to pick away at these.
Greeting?
But XiAok managing to get out the way before any real loss is made. And he's doing really well actually. He's not losing hardly any of these skirmishes. He's only lost about 3 so far, which is really good considering. So Duck now sending quite a large force of archers out of his base. So he's left his base completely unprotected. Well, pretty much unprotected. But he has got 2, and he's brought a blacksmith up down here. But he has got 2 watchtowers, which is providing a lot of defense over this area. And those skirmishers still moving in, but Duck able to create a sort of makeshift wall up, not really losing too many villagers. And XiAok on the other hand, gonna lose some skirmishers. There we go. So Duck now sending this small army of archers over to AOK, possibly able to pick this villager off here, if he decides to do so. No, he's just going to walk straight in there. There we go, he's weakened that one. And it looks like he's going to be able to get through there. That's not a problem. And he's completely garrisoned all of his villages inside of his town centre. Which means that Duck is now very far behind on economy, as he's not collecting at all. These archers here managing to pick off a few skirmishers. However, those skirmishers do have the armour upgrade. They have 4 pierce armour now. And archers of course having no armour because they've not been upgraded at the blacksmith at all. So XiAok easily able to repulse that, and Duck now left with absolutely no army whatsoever. He's got 2 archers, 3 archers, and that's really not a lot at all. He's not got any other military buildings, so he can't produce any more soldiers. However, this archery range is going to stand for a little while. That tower only doing 1 damage, so he'd have to hit that 326 times to bring this down. That's not too much of a problem. Duck's still producing archers, which is surprising really. I thought he would have gone for either scout cavalries to repel these, as they have a lot less plate armour than they do pierce armour. So scout cavalries would be a good choice against skirmishers. Scout cavalry is also able to outrun them. So, you know, if XiAok is forced to retreat, Duck would be able to quite easily pick these off as they retreat across the map. XiAok also having a very low spearman count. So exactly why Duck is building archers, I'm not too sure at all. Both players still in the feudal age, however, XiAok is advancing to castle. And that means that if he gets to castle age before Duck, which he is going to, Duck's going to be really economically disadvantaged. He's not going to be able to get a second town centre out. He's not going to be able to upgrade his units, whereas XiAok is able to upgrade these. He's able to get knights out. He's able to upgrade archers. He's able to upgrade spearmen. So Duck really is behind. He's finally getting a stable out. And it doesn't look like that really early Dark Age pressure has paid off for him. Maybe with a couple more militia and early gold mining, he would have been able to produce a few more and really able to take out these villages of XiAok's. However, he's not done that, so really he is far behind now, and if he's not careful and loses more of his archers, which he's not doing a very good job of keeping, he's just going to get slowly picked away at, and he's not going to stand too much of a chance. He is still hanging in there, however, collecting more stone. so he might be looking to get another watchtower up. Duck is quite well known for coming back from quite a poor situation. He's able to hang in there and keep his cool, which is very important in games like this. You know, if you are sat on a base and you're surrounded like this, and you are able to keep your cool and stay calm, rather than thinking, oh bollocks, oh god no, I'm gonna lose, oh my god, I can't keep up with this, you're a lot more likely to be able to come back. However, ZeroEmpires getting into the castle edge now, and yeah, it looks like Duck's not happy about that. He's completely unable to get back from this, and ZeroEmpires knows he's got it. Duck now resigning. Well, it looks like he's resigning. Whether he does right yet, yeah, there we go. So there we go then. Duck able to get that early pressure going. However, it's not really paid off for him. If he was able to get a few more militia out and harass this area, he would have done a lot better at picking away at XiAok's villagers. But for now, that's it from me. And I'll bring you another game very soon. Probably tomorrow, you know what I'm like, bringing them out every day. And yeah, leave me a comment to let me know what you'd like to see if there was an Age of Empires 4. What kind of game mechanics you'd like to see implemented, or what civilizations you'd be looking to see as well. Thanks for watching, I'm ZeroEmpires, and I will see you soon.